Hello. Hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, thank you, or hashtag live if you're watching me live. I did an article in the group here last week talking about how you need to create an amazing client journey for the clients that come through your business. And a few salon owners were saying, yeah, but I don't know how. I'm going to show you how. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen here. So share that one there, and let me see, make sure that that's working. I believe that is. So using hang on, I don't know. Yes, I'm just going to have to go over here actually and check that that's working the way that it should be, that you're seeing my screen here. So just bear with me, just talk amongst yourselves, because I want to get this right so that you can see this. Okay, so not sure that it is. Okay. Okay, and right, so what you're looking at here is what is called FreeMind. It's a free application. You can just Google this and you will be able to download that to your computer for next to nothing. And hang on, zoom to there. Right. So what you are seeing here is called a mind map. Now, this is a great tool for you to be able to put together your business's client journey. Now, what I would suggest that you do, if you've got a team, get your whole team together and do this as a team. So the first thing, look, I'll actually start a new one so you can see it from scratch. So new mind map. So we're creating our client journey. So then we want our first point of contact with our client. So it might be the phone is the first point of contact. Whoa, there we go. And we'll just blow this up a bit until we add a few more. So on the phone, you want to establish some things. So the first thing is you want to establish rapport, because it could be a new client. So we've got rapport. How do we establish client rapport? You say their name 3 times. Oh, hello, Susan. That's great. Susan, you'd like that booking Monday at 2? Excellent, Susan. Do you know how to find our business? You've said it 3 times. They now feel like, oh my gosh, she knows me. Okay, so say the name 3 times. So 3 times name. Sorry about that. So then the next thing that you want to do is give directions, because it's a first time client. You want to know that they know how to find you. So after that, what's something else that you might want to say on the phone to that new client? Okay, let's see. Consultation form, new client. Now, does your business have the ability to email them a consultation form? If it does, it would be email consultation form. Okay, so what do you want to get? You want to get their email. Okay, so better get their email. So you want to make sure email address. And you can say to them, I will email that through to you. Or they might say, actually, I prefer Messenger. Fine. So you want to establish that. What is the best way that you can establish contact with them? So what else might you want to establish in that first call that you have? Arrival time. So it could be 10 minutes earlier, please, on that first visit. You might divide this in to existing clients, new clients. Okay, so we could have another one over here and we could say, okay, this is new clients on the phone. And this one, we can rename this one and we can call this Edit that. So it is, what was that? New ones. Well, we'll call this one new ones because we've given them directions. So this is the new ones, and this one we can call existing. So it might be different instructions for that. Put that phone in the drawer so you don't hear it. And so then what else might we put here in this? Thinking. Oh, we have a booking policy. Excellent. Need to tell the new client about the booking policy. Do we take a deposit? We do. So we need to do that as well. Okay, so that's the new client. And of course you can add a lot more to that. So then the next thing you want to do is when a client arrives. Okay, so a client arrives for the first time. What might you do the first time that client arrives? You make eye contact and you smile and you say their name. So you get the idea. You go through and you put everything in here, and this then becomes your client journey. Okay, move that up there. You can move all of this around to wherever you want it to be, and you can create as many different things as you want. So this might be the treatment over here. So this is going to be all the steps for a treatment. Over here we might have how do we retail to our client. Over here we might have refreshments. How do we present them? What do we offer to the client in the way of a refreshment? What else might you have? You might have a welcome pack for your new clients. So you would want to put that in, and what's involved in putting your welcome pack together. What else might we have in here? We might have, what else? How do we present the treatment room? So there is so many elements to creating a perfect client journey. Now the way that I would create client journeys, I use sticky notes. But if you want to use this system, then by all means, that's what you can use. If I could just get my screen back, here we go, there we are, back in the room. So what I would use is sticky notes. So it would be, okay, all right, so we're going to write, this is when the client arrives, bang, we do this, and this is what we do then. And then you can move all of those sticky notes around until you've got this beautiful continuous flow of your client journey. And then you put that together in a book, as I have here. I believe this is where mine is. Yes. And so then what I have is this book, which, and this is great for induction, but you can have all of this online as well. And this is all the points of someone booking for the first time. This is welcoming the client. How are we going to do that? What do we say? How is the salon ambience? How is that set up for the client? How is the treatment room set up for the client? The treatment time. Do we have a technique, some sort of, I can't think of the word, something that you do that is completely different, that sets you apart. Then, you know, you can have, I've got little bonus tips in mine, but, you know, starting your treatment. Is the client comfortable? Do you have a bolster under their knees? Is the temperature in the room right? What's the music like? Does the music match the treatment? If you're just doing waxing or sugaring or IPL all day, well then you don't necessarily need really calm spa music. You might have some jazz music or something like that. So have your music match the treatment. Is there a beautiful aroma in the air? Do you have beautiful candles going? All of these touch points make up the perfect client journey. So you have to consider all of these things. Is the bed warm when they get in? Is it a hot day outside? Do they want, should we have, if it's hot outside, should we have a nice cold pack for them? You've got to think of all these different things. If it's cold outside, they're coming into somewhere that's beautifully and warm, and you've got that heated electric blanket, you've got all those beautiful toasty warm blankets on top of them. Once they relax though, they might actually get hotter or colder. So are you making sure that you check in with the client to make sure, are you still comfortable there? Would you like another blanket? All of these touch points are client journey touch points that you have to be aware of and you have to do. Okay, so and look, if a client is there for a long treatment, they might be lying flat on their back for an hour and a half, and you kind of get a bit stiff when you've got to get up. So do you have an electric bed? Well, why not raise the back of the bed? It amazes me how many places have electric beds and they never ever raise the client. It's just up and down like this. It's not, well, let's sit that client up in a sitting position. If you've got elderly clients that are coming in for facials, they can get quite lightheaded when they're lying down for quite a while. So sitting them up into a sitting position, they might even enjoy a nice glass of water or a herbal tea before they get off the bed. Have you got something on the floor? If you've got a cold floor, do you have a towel there or a mat there so that they don't get cold feet? All of these things are your client journey touch points. Everything that you've done with the product that you've used in that facial, is that all hidden away when the client sits up? Has the therapist been able to pop all that in a cupboard out of sight? Are you able to scoop up all the towels, the hot towels that you've used, so that the client doesn't see that? You have to consider all of these things when you're giving your client a hand mirror to look at their skin after that treatment. Is it not covered in fingerprints? These are those little details that just set your salon, spa or clinic way ahead of everybody else, because people just aren't doing this. It's like, no, I've got a job to do and I'm just doing my job. If you do all of these other touch points, your clients, that's what they notice. That's what's important to them. Is the glass that they're drinking out of, is it not all sort of old and manky? Is the plate that the cup is presented on to them, is that nice and clean? Is there, they're not going to get a robe off a hook and realize that, there's a half an inch of dust on the top of that hook. These are all the things your clients notice. So to create this client journey, you need to put yourself in the shoes of a client. Okay, so think about all these different things. Get your mum in. If you're young, get your mum in and ask her, hey, are you comfortable there? Like, is the pillow enough? Would you, is the lighting okay? Is what you're hearing okay? Get input from other people. If you've got great VIP clients, ask them what they love about the client journey, because you might be doing something that you haven't even realized that you're doing it, that makes your business already special. So you need to be aware of that and keep doing it. It could be as simple as, oh my gosh, every time I walk in here, the smell is amazing. The music just calms me and I just feel fantastic. So these are client journey steps. So you must know all these. It could be that you supply a nice pair of slip-on little disposable slippers when they come in and have this beautiful, facial and massage session with you, that your robes aren't all chatty, that you supply everything that they could possibly need. So these are the things that you've got to think of. When you present your retail to your client, are you doing it in the treatment room? Are you presenting everything in a beautiful displayed basket that just makes everything look like, ooh, it's so gorgeous and exciting? Or are you just bringing them out to reception where all of a sudden there's all these bright lights and it's like, yes, this is what I was telling you about, this is what I was telling you about. And it's kind of like, then they feel different to when they're in the treatment room. These are all the little things that you've got to think of. Are you rushing your client through to bring the next one in? Is it kind of like, oh, well, thank you, got to go see you? You don't want to be rushing your clients. The extra 5 minutes that you allow yourself between your clients is going to pay you back in spades, trust me. So, and it's a case of that next client waiting is seeing you rushing that client out, and then they will feel rushed when they go through on their client journey. So there's all these steps that you must consider when you're taking your client through on a client journey. And so going back to the mind map that I shared with you here, it's putting all of the steps into this document so that every time a client comes through, everything is the same. And it doesn't matter which person that they see when they're coming into your business, they're having the same journey. There's nothing worse than you go to a business salon and you go in there and you have this amazing journey and it's like, oh, wow, that was the best. They offered me a beautiful herbal tea and the bed was warmed and they offered another blanket for me and then I had water and a chocolate and whatever it is. And then you come back there the next time and you're just waiting for this amazing experience and it's just, oh, come through. Oh, they haven't used your name. Yeah, you just, you know how to get ready. You've been here before. So, just get your gear off, hop on the bed. I'll be back in a minute. And oh, would you like, a refreshment after that? And it's just like, oh, what happened to that amazing client journey that you had the first time? Every single time a client comes into your business, they have to be treated like it's the first time every time. And that is the power of client retention. Trust me, this is what brings your clients back to you time after time. It's not about you're sitting there going, oh, I've got no bookings and I've got no clients. You've got no clients because you're not looking after them. You're not creating that amazing client journey. It doesn't matter if you're just doing waxing all day. It doesn't matter if you're just doing nails all day. You can create an amazing client journey if you think about it. And this is why staff meetings are so important. Get your whole team together and go, right, we are going to create something that is amazing. And it can be as simple as every month we might offer a different refreshment. If it's the middle of winter, we're going to offer hot chocolate with marshmallows in the top and a tiny little healthy bite that they can have. It's that simple. Don't go thinking, oh my God, I've got to, everyone has to have gold coloured gowns and we have to, lay on a 3-course meal or something. No, just make it unique, make it consistent. Consistency is key. And I'll say that again, consistency is key. It's using the client's name minimum of 3 times. It's acknowledging them the second they come into your business. It's appreciating that person. It's creating that journey for them that they are going to love and they are going to love coming back to you again and again. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to talk to people about, oh, I just had the best facial. And, it was the little things like, I had this beautiful herbal tea. It was so good. I actually bought some because they retail it there. Hint, hint. And it's those little things that people, they're going to go, oh, I don't get that when I go and have my facial. So that's what you've got to do. That creates the raving fans. They're out there marketing for you. So you don't have to be going, where am I going to find clients? You're going to build up your existing client base so that they are going to go out there and they're going to market for you. So there you go. Create your client journey. I know I get passionate about it and a little bit over the top, but it's so damn important that each and every one of you should be creating a client journey. So comment below, hashtag client journey, if you are doing this, if you already have an amazing client journey, or hashtag I'm going to create a client journey. So enjoy your day. Oh my goodness, babbled on for 20 minutes. There I go. So anything else, if you've got any questions about anything that I've shared, please do ask. I'll pop a link in the comments below to the mind map application that I used to show you how easy it can be. Okay, that's it for me. Enjoy your day.